terms of rotating guys through these different positions?
I think it's most of these young men they've been here through a season already. We got a couple of guys who haven't, but the biggest challenge is, Kirby was so productive back there for us, right? We're losing a very intricate piece, but I think it's going to allow some of these younger players to step up and have not younger players, but Sidney and Quan. It's going to allow them to step up and just make plays for us, man. And they were doing it last year, and we're just really excited, especially being that it's early in spring ball, to just get them quality reps, see where they're at. And this is year 2 in the defense, so they know what to do. They know how to line up. And now the communication piece is if it was good last year, it's great now, so you like to see that. But they're making progression, we're putting a little bit more on them in terms of calls and stuff, and they're handling it well. And just really, really excited about where this group will go.
Kendall obviously hasn't played the most in his career, but what kind of value does he bring to a room that doesn't have a ton of experience at various positions?
Yeah, so I think the thing with a player like Kendall, right, Kendall hasn't played a lot probably on field, but he's got enough game experience to where I think a year like this can really, really set this kid apart from everybody. Like Kirby, coming into the last year, Kirby was kind of a no-name guy, and all of a sudden he exposed onto the scene. And so Kendall, I think, has a very similar skill set to Kirby, and so him getting some really quality reps during spring ball is going to be huge for him. Really, really big spring for him. He's been doing a heck of a job in communicating. And I think with this defense, Coach Walters has done a tremendous job, all right, in putting guys in position to have success. And I think the first order of business is, right, the guys were kind of just playing the defense last year. Didn't really understand why. All right, now they understand why, or they're starting to understand why. And so we're seeing even more plays being made on the ball. And we're kind of picking up where we left off at during the season.
Prince Green, someone that you guys have talked about a lot. You're clearly reacting well just with the mention of his name. What has been impressive about his offseason?
He's a grinder. He humbly works. He's a behind-the-scenes guy, but he's really picking it up. He's making a lot of plays on the ball during practice. Keontae Curry as well, man. I mean, we got some. I don't want to get too. I'm really excited about these young DBs, man, because they have it. Like, they have the skill set. Like, they have the ball skills, and they're all so hungry, right? And I think the greatest thing that happened for us for our secondary, is seeing a player like Kirby, right? Those young guys, seeing a player like Kirby just explode onto the scene, right? And it can happen to anybody, right? He was in the right place at the right time. He studied the game. And when the opportunity came, he made plays on the ball, and it put him in a great position, put his family in a great position. So young players see that, and now they want a piece of it. And so I think that was one of the beneficial things for us, having a lot of success on the back end, especially with a player like Kirby, who didn't play really much prior to us getting here.
Daniel Edwards is one of the more quick twitch kids that you got. Was he able to put on enough bulk in the offseason where you think he can make an impact this year?
That's still a work in progress, right? We're constantly trying to feed him, make sure he eats a lot, but he has put on enough weight. And it's more so, like I try to tell those younger guys, right? Anytime you're coming into college, you got to put on weight to protect yourself, right? Daniel's a slim kid by nature, all right, but I think, right, with the course of action that we got with Coach Tank, he's going to be fine, man. He's going to be fine, and he's been doing a phenomenal job this spring, early on, 3 practices in. Really excited about that young man. His skill set is through the roof. He has tremendous ball skills. I'm trying to keep Coach McDonald away from him because he keeps talking about him playing wide receiver, man. And he's just a really elite talent when it comes to his feet and his hands.
Yeah, you're placing Tony Adams at one corner spot. So who are some of the kids that you're rotating into opposite Spoon?
So obviously TA's gone, right? Spoon's kind of the solidified guy. We know what he can do, and just trying to get a lot of these younger guys reps. Taz Nicholson, he's going to have to step up for us. He's been doing some great things these first 3 practices. He has the tools and the skill set. But they call him Taz for a reason, right? Tasmanian Devil. All right, he can be all over the place at times, just trying to get him to calm down, understand what's going on, right? Take deep breaths within every call that we have, right? And just play football, right? Because when he does that, he's a very special talent. Tyler Strain, getting him in there, allowing him to get reps. All these young players, all right, D.D. Snyder, All right, Taylor Lansky. All these young players, they have ability, right? But it's the experience piece. It's very hard to replicate experience, and the only way you do that is to throw them into the line of fire, right? And so I think with obviously having spring ball, this is a lot of these guys' first spring ball. It's been really good thus far.
Thanks, Coach.